I do. I think it's a huge issue, and it was funny because there was a Trump supporter in the House that rejected climate change completely and used Trump's idea of it being a hoax by the Chinese government, which was very, very surprising, and everybody else in the House. There's two Trump supporters who were African Americans, and one denied climate change, one didn't, and it was just a huge mess.
Talk radio?
Yes.
Contributors are the top climate scientists in America and the world, and business leaders and whatnot. Bill, you might have heard of Michael Mann and Bill McKibben, who runs 350.org. They're all my contributors. They have said point blank, if Donald Trump is elected, we don't have enough time to turn around the climate crisis. I'm
a climate reality
pin here. I was trained by Al Gore personally, and we do not have time. We don't have another presidency to waste without turning around and starting to create renewable energy. If you now know that, would that change your mind?
It still doesn't change my mind. I mean, Donald Trump, yeah, he denies climate change, but what is Hillary Clinton doing? She supports fracking. She supports the big oil industries. I don't see her at Standing Rock. Oh, I see Jill Stein and Bernie Sanders and all those other people at Standing Rock boycotting the Dakota Access Pipeline.
Right. Well, I had some of those people on who shut down the pipelines, but let me tell you this: Hillary does have. She talks about enough renewable energy to power every home in America. That's the solution that she talks about, not the crisis, because political messaging and polls say that people get just turned off hearing climate change. They want solutions. And also, her energy policy team is made up of the top climate scientists in the country. Her campaign chairman was Obama's senior, John Podesta. He was Obama's senior climate change advisor. Now that you know that her whole team is surrounded by people who know what to do about the climate crisis, would that affect your opinion?
No, because she has been in the forefront of Obama's campaign. What have they done for climate change since then?
Obama has enacted everything he could possibly do without the help of Congress, who has stopped him in every way because it's a Republican-held Congress. But he created something called the President's Action Plan on Climate Change. The executive director is on my show. Every single agency they've gone through and made climate knowledge necessary. They've gone through, and the military made it more efficient. He's thoroughly done everything he can do without the help of Congress, who's been hostile to him.
I mean, climate change is a huge deal. I don't think engaging in war and expanding our foreign policy really helps in any way climate change.
Do you know why we're in Syria? The Syrian crisis was brought on because there was a 12-year drought in Syria, and the Assad government, instead of helping the farmers who were doing quite well there and had to move into the inner cities, he did nothing, and that created the conflict that sparked into the civil war, a 12-year drought. That's the kind of wars that the Pentagon is warning will happen more increasingly as we have more droughts and lack of water and resources.
I'm not going to continue with this conversation,
okay.
Actually.
Well, it's just kind of information I think
you
you need to study before you make this decision.
Yeah.